discovered something that I never thought I would. How one simple email campaign made Airbnb a household name. I mean, have you ever wondered how a simple campaign could transform a struggling startup into a global phenomenon? Well, I never thought about it because I thought, email campaign should be something that used to, be in the museum, not in a world that we live in today. But it turns out that I was wrong. In fact, it made businesses to become a billion-dollar business. Now let me tell you a story about Airbnb that might change how you think about customer communication forever. So it was 2009, three guys sitting at the San Francisco apartment, and they are surrounded by air mattresses and dreams. Airbnb existed at that time, but it was barely breathing. The platform had listing, but it was something we're missing. That human touch that will make a stranger trust you enough to sleep in your home. Now here's where it gets interesting, leaning closer a little bit. You see, the founders found something peculiar in their user behavior data. The hosts weren't uploading a good photo of their space, and therefore booking were sluggish. Most listings looks like dark, grainy snapshots that screams a sketchy rental. So let me ask you, would you book a place that looked like it came out of a horror movie trailer? Neither would I. But then they had an idea so simple that it was brilliant. What if they went door to door in New York, which was the biggest market, and take a professional photo of their host properties? Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Sure, it wasn't as scalable because if it was you and I, we would be, screw it. We forget about this business idea. And you know what? I want to give you a news. You're not the only person. The venture capitalists also thought these guys were crazy, and they say that doesn't scale. But sometimes you need to do things that don't scale to learn what actually work. So something magical happens. The professionally photographed listings start earning 2 to 3 times more than their counterparts. The evidence was absolutely undeniable. High quality photos created trust, and trust created bookings. Therefore, they needed to roll out this bigger, much bigger. And this is where that billion-dollar email comes in. They crafted a simple message to their host. It started like this: subject line, want to learn more? And then the body, professional photographers are now available in your area for free. No fancy graphic, no complicated pitch, just a straightforward offer to solve a real problem. The response was crazy, unlike none of us could imagine it. Thousands of hosts sign up, and then 10,000s of hosts sign up. The platform transformed from a collection of dim and suspicious spaces into a showcase of beautiful homes that people actually wanted to stay in. As a result, their booking soars and the trust in their platform skyrocketed. But here's the real kicker, and why I'm sharing this with you. This wasn't just about pretty pictures. It was about understanding a fundamental truth in business, and that is sometimes the biggest problem has the simplest solution. I mean, the team could have just built a fancy algorithm and complicated features. Instead, they send one email that addresses basic human need, the need to trust what we are buying. The result is that within a year of launching that campaign, booking rate almost tripled in photographed properties, host engagement reached all-time high, and the platform perceived value skyrocketed among investors. And today, professional photography is baked into Airbnb DNA. That single email campaign didn't just generate billions in revenue. It fundamentally changed how people think about staying in a stranger's home. So what's the lesson here? I know you'll be wondering. Sometimes the most powerful growth hack aren't hack at all. They're simply about identifying a core problem and solving it in the most straightforward way possible, and then having the courage to execute, even when it seems too simple to work. So next time you're brainstorming a way to grow your business, remember Airbnb's photo story and ask yourself, what's the simplest solution I'm overlooking? Because it doesn't seem sophisticated enough. Because sometimes that's exactly where the billion-dollar ideas hide. Now I know some of us are not shooting for $1 billion. Some of us are shooting for 10 grand. Others are shooting for 100 grand. Others are shooting for $1 million. The thing is, those are the exact place where you can find that one thing that would then help your business to scale it to where you want it to go. So I want to ask you this, what do you think? Have you ever had a too simple to work idea that turned out to be a game changer? Or have you ever noticed someone who had a very too simple to work idea, but when they implemented it, everything changed?